Hey everyone, Adam here again, Texas Pro Lighting, RGB Shelby. I want to take you through a few of the control options that we have for our new clear RGBW taillights for the 2010 through 2013 Camaro. Now, either system, either control you use, these will operate normal without the system being on. So we're going to show you the daytime running light. That's going to be your standard daytime running light. Of course, you're going to have your standard turn signal. So we do have a couple options that we can do on this. The first one is going to be our ultimate Bluetooth controller. So this is a completely waterproof system. These are taillight specific. It has a brake input, a blue and a green for a turn signal input. And then your white is going to be basically your DRL override. So whenever you trigger that white, your red halos are going to come on and they'll stay red until this is deactivated. So that's something you put, like say your side marker or something like that. So whenever you hit the road, you're always sure that you're in the correct color so that you stay street legal. So we're going to show you that controller. We're also going to show you how to use the Blue Ghost. This is our pre-wired unit. So it has a few wires. We're going to show you the different functions and how you can modify the programming on this thing, especially for our European friends. That way you can actually run these halos instead of red, you can actually run them amber. So we're going to show you that. Let's go ahead and hook up that ultimate Bluetooth control and show you the functions on that. Okay, so we have our ultimate Bluetooth controller set up. This is what comes with the basic setup. We do have it set up to turn on with the DRL, so the bulbs will be on. So let's show you what that looks like. You're going to have a nice little startup sequence. And then it's going to go into the last mode that you have the app on. So we have it on auto. So if you have the last one on red, then of course it'll strictly just go to red. So a couple things we're going to show you. First of all, our turn signal. So these turn signals are sequential for both sides, and they do operate with the bulbs. We suggest leaving at least the turn signal bulb on, simply because you won't have to add extra resistors and add extra heat to the back of the vehicle. So one of the other things we were talking about was the daytime running light override. So this would be typically what you look at if you hook it into your turn signals, or if this is just the solid red color you choose at the app when you turn it off. You can see it just overrides and goes to red. And then that's our brake signal. So you'll have the 3-flash brake signal. So that's our basic ultimate Bluetooth controller for the taillights. Now we're going to hook up the Blue Ghost to show you how much more programming and features you can add. All right, so here we have our Blue Ghost set up. So Blue Ghost here, we did have the brake input, the reverse, and the party mode input set up. We're going to show you how to set that up real quick. However, the cool thing with the Blue Ghost is you don't even have to have the system on. As long as you have power, you can always go into your basic modes. And all of these are programmable. You can do the speed, you can do the frequency, dimmer, however you like. That's a real cool thing you can play around with. It's a cool little strobe. So there's different settings you can do on that one there. So our first setting that we have is on our options page. Of course, you can add your nickname, the LED type, RGBW, legacy. Make sure you have your brake highlighted and your auto connect. Next thing, you're going to go into your matrix. You're going to have your left and right. So when you first get it, it's going to have a plus sign. Hit that plus sign. You're going to add halo. Make sure for these halos, it's 32 LEDs. Make sure you highlight your brake, your reverse, and your party mode for both sides. So both sides should be the same. Here you're going to have your turn signal. So you have different options on the turn signal style that you want. For us, we use the wave. Of course, up here you can change your color. So you can have it amber. If you want it amber, just move it on the color wheel. Or you want it red, you can move that as well. So now we have the parking lights. Parking lights, same thing. We have a few different options for the parking lights to come on. We like to scan sweep. Brake signal, you have strobe or you have basic. And then of course you have your reverse signal on and off. So all of these are adjustable. Just make sure you highlight that particular color and then you can move it on the color wheel there. So let's show you the turn on sequence. This is going to be done with the ignition trigger on the vehicle itself. So a lot of people like to do it with the vehicle coming on. So that's going to be your turn on sequence. It's going to be your turn signals. It's going to be your brake input. And then, of course, your reverse. So all of these, we ensure we put plenty of wires so you can run everything there. These are going to be located in the trunk, so we'll make sure and pop the Blue Ghost before we send it to you, make it nice and waterproof, keep the corrosion out. So if this is something you're interested in, something you're looking at, check us out online, texasprolighting.com. Of course, we're on all social media. Just look up RGB Shelby YouTube channel. And of course, you can always email us, contact us through our page, and we'll be happy to answer any questions. Thank you.